You're paying a premium for Greek yogurt because you want the protein, the clean ingredients, the real thing. But here's the truth. There's no law in the US that defines what Greek yogurt actually has to be. That means brands can slap the word Greek on anything, load it with pectin, starch, or protein concentrate, and charge you more for it. We went through 7 brands you probably have in your fridge right now. And what we found in those ingredient lists is not what you're expecting. Your wallet and your health deserve to know this. Number 1, Yoplait Greek yogurt. You know the brand. Cheerful colors, fruit on the bottom, price that doesn't hurt. And right there on the front, it says Greek. But flip it over. The ingredient list includes modified cornstarch and pectin. Those are thickeners, added to a thin base to fake the texture that real straining produces. Genuine Greek yogurt gets thick because a factory runs it through a strainer and pulls the liquid way out. Yoplait skips that and stirs in starch instead. Here's why that matters. When whey drains out, it takes water and sugar with it, and what stays behind is dense, concentrated protein. When you add a thickener instead, the sugar stays in and the protein stays low. You're eating dressed-up regular yogurt at a Greek yogurt price. Yoplait's actual ingredient list reads, non-fat milk, milk protein concentrate, gelatin. Compare that to a truly strained brand, milk, cream, live cultures. That's it. The gap in that list is the gap in your protein. Number 2, Dannon Oikos. It's one of the best-selling Greek yogurts out there, and Dannon markets it hard on protein. Bold packaging, fitness vibes, numbers on the front that look great. And here's the kicker. Some Oikos products, especially the flavored and lower-fat ones, contain milk protein concentrate. That's a powder made by pushing milk through a filter membrane and drying out what's left. It's cheap to make, easy to store, and it lets a factory hit a protein target on the label without actually straining the yogurt the way real Greek yogurt is supposed to be made. So the protein number is real, but how it got there is a completely different story. When yogurt is genuinely strained, the whey that drains out takes sugar and lactose with it. When you just add protein powder instead, that sugar stays right where it is. You get the protein count, but not the full trade-off that real straining gives you. Number 3, Great Value Greek Yogurt. Walmart store. Brand Greek yogurt. Same thick look, same Greek label, fraction of the price. Sounds like a win. But that low price has to come from somewhere. And where it comes from is the ingredient list. Instead of straining the yogurt to make it thick, Great Value stacks multiple stabilizers. Pectin, gelatin, starch, sometimes all at once to fake the texture. Here's the truth about that. One stabilizer in a yogurt is pretty common. 2 or 3 together means the base product is thin and watery, and the factory is working overtime to disguise it. And you can actually feel the difference when you eat it. Real strained yogurt is dense and slightly grainy from concentrated milk solids. Stabilizer thickened yogurt is uniformly smooth, almost gel-like. Once you notice that, you can't unfeel it. You're not getting a deal on Greek yogurt. You're paying less for something that was never really Greek yogurt to begin with. Number 4, Lucerne Greek yogurt. Now let's talk about Lucerne, Safeway's store brand Greek yogurt. No flashy ads, no bold claims. It just sits there on the shelf, quietly labeled Greek, priced low enough that most people toss it in the cart without a second thought. And that's exactly the problem, because nobody scrutinizes Lucerne the way they scrutinize bigger names. So most shoppers never flip it over, but the ingredient list includes milk protein concentrate and organic cornstarch. That's not straining, and that's a factory patching together a texture. Here's the kicker. Store-brand yogurts like this are often made by contract manufacturers. One factory, same base formula, dozens of different labels. The Lucerne container gets filled, the lid goes on, and it ships to Safeway looking like a Greek yogurt. But when the formula skips real straining, the protein stays low, closer to regular yogurt than anything genuinely strained. The Greek label is doing all the heavy lifting here, and the ingredients are barely keeping up. Number 5, Cabot Greek-style yogurt. Now here's one that might surprise you, Cabot. This is a real dairy cooperative with a strong reputation for cheese and butter. So when you see their Greek-style yogurt, it feels like a safe bet. But look at that label again. It says Greek-style, not Greek. That one word makes a big difference. It's the industry's way of saying the product is inspired by Greek yogurt, but not actually made the same way. Cabot's ingredient list includes both whey protein concentrate and milk protein concentrate. That means they're adding protein back in rather than straining it out naturally. And here's the kicker. Cabot has the milk, the facilities, and the know-how to do this right. They just chose not to, because Greek style is faster and cheaper to make it scale. Some people have even noticed water pooling on top of their Cabot yogurt overnight, a sign those added thickeners aren't fully doing the job real straining would. Number 6. Trader Joe's Greek-style yogurt. It feels healthy, curated, like everything on the shelf was handpicked for quality. And that feeling sticks to their Greek-style yogurt even before you read a single ingredient. But here's the truth. Trader Joe's doesn't make their own yogurt. A third-party factory does. And that factory is using the same shortcuts you've seen on this list. Thickeners, stabilizers, the straining process that actually concentrates protein and cuts sugar, often not happening. And here's the kicker. Studies show shoppers rate the exact same food higher when it carries the Trader Joe's label. That's the halo effect, and it's working against you here. There's even a detail worth noting. At one point, their container removed the word strained from the label entirely. Shoppers later found the yogurt seeped right through a strainer, releasing more whey than expected. The store's reputation is doing the selling. The ingredient list tells a different story. Number 7, the Greek Gods yogurt. And now for the boldest one on this list, the Greek Gods. Just the name. Ancient, artisanal, like someone is hand-straining yogurt in a stone building somewhere near the Mediterranean. The packaging leans into that hard. Rich colors, classical fonts, premium price tag. Here's the truth. This is not strained Greek yogurt, not even close. Instead of pulling whey out, they blend cream in. That's how they get the thick, rich texture. So you're basically buying a dessert yogurt that borrowed the word Greek for its name. And here's the kicker. Because cream dilutes protein, the protein per serving can land lower than even regular unstrained yogurt from other brands. More fat, more calories, less protein. You're paying a premium price for the opposite of what Greek yogurt is supposed to deliver. It's not a bad product if you want something rich and indulgent. But the name is pure mythology. Bottom line, 7 brands, 7 ways the word Greek gets stretched past the point of meaning anything. Starch, pectin, protein concentrate, added cream. These are the tools factories use to fake a process that real Greek yogurt doesn't need. Next time you're in the yogurt aisle, flip the container over before it goes in your cart. If you see starch, pectin, gelatin, gums, or any kind of protein concentrate, put it back. The brands doing it right keep the ingredient list short because they don't need to hide anything. Subscribe now and we'll keep showing you exactly what's in the food you're buying.